The last image I have is my sister dying on my lap.
I shot her. I didn't mean to.
It's definitely an image I'll never get out of my head. You know, even 30 years later, I still remember it all like it was yesterday.
June 5th, 1989.
My sister is choking.
She's choking. She's choking.
She's dead.
She's dead?
Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God.
The night before the accident, there was a robbery in the area. My dad had, got the gun out and loaded it.
It was my father-in-law's or mother-in-law's gun. Somebody had it, and they gave it to my husband to get rid of. The dogs were going crazy.
After talking to the police officers that were in the area, being 3 o'clock in the morning,
Came back, put the gun in his drawer, and went back to bed.
so the next day I got home.
Always came home 5 minutes before me.
I was looking for my video games.
For whatever reason, he went in looking in our drawers.
Instead of the video games, I found my dad's gun. Pulled it out and thinking, like any other toy gun, to try to play with it.
Because he's left-handed, he swung the gun towards the window.
My sister got freaked out and she was running out of the room.
Said she wasn't getting in trouble for this, so ran between him, and it was
Just as the gun went off.
perfect shot. And by the time I got home, police were everywhere. It happened so quickly. Accidents happen quickly.
I remember wanting to go to school just to get back to normal in some way. And then it was more everybody else trying to deal with what I've just dealt with.
People were sympathetic at first. There was a spotlight on us for sure. And it wasn't really people caring about, it was more they wanted us to pick a side. And I had nobody to be angry at. I had a 10-year-old little boy that, there was an accident. Some people asked, did he do it on purpose? No. If you see all the pictures of Erin and Sean together, they always have their arms around each other. He protected her. That was the hardest part, was people voicing their opinions about stuff they didn't know about.
A lot of years went by where I didn't talk to my father a lot because either I blamed myself or he blamed himself or we blamed each other. Once I got into my teen years, it was rough. I had all this guilt. I got very self-destructive, stealing whenever I could. And then once drugs got into the picture, I just ran with that and just using way too much. Once I found out that I was going to be a father, that definitely opened my eyes that I had to be not only responsible for myself to be there for him, but I was responsible for, another life now.
It challenged him for the rest of his life. He's 40 years old now, and he's had a lot of obstacles to come over.
I do pray in the morning and, make sure I forgive myself, which I've done many times before. After I got out of rehab and started my road to recovery, the beach I found was a very serene place because I would go there early enough where there was no people there. I had the pleasure of watching so many sunrises and seeing the beautiful sky, and it definitely connected me to her.
There's always going to be a curiosity with kids with guns. So to have them in the home in the first place, that's just pushing their curiosity button. It can happen in a millisecond, and it changes your life forever.